Alright, welcome back people, how are you doing? Happy Thursday everyone! And I love Thursdays precisely because I can finally beat Knights of the Eternal Throne Master Mode. As you can see here, we've done everything solo. All of it except this one. This one, I got help from Hope on Me, from Vaylin, follower of the channel. And this one ran for sure. Then I will try to complete the chapters, these two, like solo to do it, but they were just clearly broken parts of it because they are not they shouldn't be the most difficult ones out of all of it. So yeah, pretty much, because as you can see here, this one I did it solo is the ending. So yeah. Pretty much, people, pretty much. So, last time we made it to chapter 8, right there, by the end of it. So, I presume we will actually finish this today, hopefully. Unless the boss is really nasty and pretty much just like with Arcan, I have to spend 2 days and a lot of tactics to finally deal with it in that sense. So yeah, pretty much. There he is. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Okay, let me remove these. The title is ready, the category is ready, everything is ready. Let me refresh everything. Yeah. Good. Perfect. And here we are, people. Here we are. Okay. The enemies respawn here. So pretty much we had to make a choice to save Bet instead of Thorian, I think. Something like that, pretty much. And basically, we left it here. Vaylin is attacking Odessen, and we basically have to lure him and confront her and finish the expansion, hopefully. Finish the expansion, hopefully, for us all, basically. I think I made it through this zone last time. I think I killed this batch of mobs, but yeah, pretty much I left it more or less here. So yeah. I'm a bit lost here, but we'll just follow the objective. Pretty much.
Almost there.
Shit.
I hope we're not too late.
Alright, I need to reach Beth and save her. True. But yeah, I did this section last time. I killed these mobs. Oh well, doesn't matter. Patrick, hello. How are you doing, Patrick? How are you doing? Yesterday, how could you ask if you could call me dear friend or not? Of course we are. We share a lot of time together. Patrick, I appreciate you a lot. Of course. Oh, you're not going to call me dear friend, please? Oh, you're not going to call me dear friend? In that sense? No worries. Of course. When you spend so much time, you spend as much time with me as with your, or more, than your high school friends. So imagine. Fuck, that was close. That was close. If I hadn't had to deal with the other mob, it would have been easy.
Can hold a position.
Long enough for us to get there, I hope.
Yeah, shut up. I did this section last time. I did this fucking section last time. They are the last minutes of last Thursday's stream. I'll have to kill these mobs again. I didn't know that the mobs would respawn here. Go, Arcan. Yeah, justice for Valkorion. Here, I'll give you some justice for Valkorion. There we go. Hey, the stun, it failed. Shit. Let me just cast the Thundering Blast. There we go. I'm feeling quite the chosen one to have a great like you. No, I'm not that interesting. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you. You will make a pillow jealous, though, with all of his theories. He won't be able to understand how someone so conservative as me can be so loved in that sense by so many people. With all of the things that I say. You flatter me. No, I'm the fortunate one for having you every day visiting me on stream like this, and for dedicating your time to me. Besides, it's interesting because I am like 30 and you like 17, 18. So there's only one generational gap, and still we understand each other. So it's incredible. It's incredible because generally when there's a generational gap, well, for example, people of your age, I see them calling people of my age. What was it? Not of my age, like a bit more boomers and zoomers and that shit, and I would bombard the motherfucker who created all of those naming conventions. Classifying people like that is disgusting. Is disgusting. Calling people Generation Z, Boomer, Zoomer, that is all of that is stupidity. I would grab all of the people and send them to fucking jail. And send them to fucking jail directly to fucking jail. Another fine of 10k euros, something like that, or dollars, depending on what they like using. Yeah. Uh, I must. Besides, think this, Patrick. Think this. Most people in Europe would think that any friend that they can make from South America is somehow underdeveloped. So on top of that, you were intelligent as to see through those shitty stereotypes, pretty much. I put in my effort talking about metaphysics, I guess, but still, I know it's like that, in a lot of cases. Though lately, everyone that I meet, like, loves that I am from Argentina and those things, pretty much. Quite the opposite. I guess my country did a bit of an image cleansing in the last years. I don't know. Maybe because of the stupid football. But yeah, they say, Italy and Argentina. Yeah. Yeah, the football. They immediately name me the football. In that sense, they immediately name me the football. Tell them, nah, yeah, but I don't like football.
Are you hurt?
Roughed up a bit, but I'll survive. Not going to lie, I started to wonder if you'd make it.
So I did.
I would have been here sooner, but Vaylin kept throwing troops in the way.
So on top of being a ruthless, bloodthirsty dictator, she's also rude. No wonder she has no friends. What about Torian?
We're going to save him now, if possible.
We're coming for you next.
Wrong again, Outlander. I found your Mandalorian. Now he's all mine.
Leave Torian alone. Your fight is with me.
At least we agree on something.
When the Outlander comes for you, Arkin and I will be at his side.
I'm counting on it, Mother. You got what you wanted. I'm on Odessin. Now let's end this.
I've been waiting far too long to kill you.
Indeed.
So eager. I've broken Father's chains, and now I'm going to break you. I'm sending you a location. We meet there. Whoa, feeling a bit lightheaded. I'll stay here and recover while you go smack Vaylin all the way back to Zakul.
Chapter 8 finished? No. Yes, no. Damn it, no, it's not. We're not done. Okay. Well. Cool. We just had to clear the troops. Let me recover here. Oh, I have a classmate who is truly the hell. The stupidness, egotistic, delusive tendencies are on another planet with that guy. And I heard some cute stereotype about Americans or South Americans. We don't know the difference. There is huge difference. Patri. You need to. This is more important. So, well, difference. It is true. Well, it's a bit of a complex story, but it's like so. How do I start it? Well, you can see the evidence that in the United States they speak English, and here we speak Spanish as our native language. So, and the same in Canada. That's because Canada and the United States were colonized by the British, and Canada also partly by the French. Correct? Also, the original name of New York was New Netherlands, New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam, sorry, not New Netherlands. New Amsterdam. So, also by the Dutch, a bit there in the East Coast. So, and in our case, we were, the South America was colonized by the Spanish, all of South America. However, and the Portuguese in the case of Brazil, by the Spanish and the Portuguese instead of the British and the French. So, but there's more to it. There's more to it. Generally, people cannot make a distinction, not between Argentina and North America. Generally, it's not that the problem. The problem is when people try to make a distinction between Central America and South America, between Mexicans and Argentines, for example. That's where people say those things that we are the same in that sense, which is much worse. So Mexicans mixed with the Central American local tribes, correct? It was the order of the Spanish Queen back then, Isabel the Catholic, pretty much. She was Roman Catholic. When she sent Columbus to colonize the Americas. Now, Argentina is quite different from that. Myself and most of the population here are a consequence of World War II migration instead. Okay? We are a consequence of World War II migration because Argentina was depopulated up until recently. In that sense, it's not that we are here, that my family is here since 1493, like when Columbus arrived to Central America. That happened to Mexicans. That's why Mexico has 150 million population and we have 40 million. We are depopulated because Argentina was depopulated. It was a quite, let's say, exclusive zone, I guess. So, most of us here, the 40 million that are here, we are recent European migration. Recent. Like 3 generations. Not from 1493. See if it's different. So because of that is what I tell Pilo, that he maybe doesn't believe me, and everyone, that Argentina is very, very pro-European in terms of its behavior. It's much more similar to Europe than Mexico. Because of this, it makes sense. It's a much more recent migration than anything else. Than anything else. Like it's a war. We are a country composed of World War II migration. Mexico instead, Mexico instead, most of the population, well, comes from those original waves of migration. Instead here, no, no, like it was depopulated before the Italians and the Spaniards that escaped World War. In the case of Spain, it wasn't World War II because they weren't part of the war technically. It was an internal civil war. It was an internal civil war um, that happened like at the same time as World War II, but it was internal. It wasn't that Spain was facing uh, the Allies or something like that. No, it was like an internal civil war. So they escaped the misery of that internal civil war. And in the case of Italians, yes, they were escaping the external World War II that the dictator dragged them to. Especially in the northern zone where my ancestors, where my great grandpa was from. My grandpa was 140 kilometers from the Switzerland frontier. Uh, in a small town that I have told you, I think, that is called Meda. M-E-D-A. Meda. So, pretty much, it's like that. The migration is much more recent. I am like fourth generation of that migration. So that's why uh, we are the most European of South America. On top of that, in Argentina, in the original migration that I commented to you, the same that happened with Mexico, there was also another difference. In Argentina, the founding fathers, the equivalent of Washington, let's say, they were Anglophiles. They liked the British in a lot of cases, even if they were Spaniards, just like me. See, that is not a coincidence. Uh, and they followed the British style of colonization, which is extermination instead of mixing with the locals. Why? Because the British were much more organized in their migration than the Spaniards. Because of the extermination itself? No, no, because they were much more organized and preparing the waves and the terrain for uh, for the for the economic activities that they would create. The Spaniards instead just sent waves and waves to populate. See? And in our case, the colonization method is the same as the United States and Canada. The British one, because our founding fathers, even if they were Spaniard, they had Anglophile tendencies, like you may see I have. So history repeats itself. Of course, a lot of people don't like this here, and like the Spanish method, and they hate the British, but as you can see, the second one learns a bit about history, one understands that the British style of colonization, like the United States or Canada, instead of the Central American one, which was just throwing the people there and hoping they integrate, they mix with the locals. Instead, the British style of colonization makes it more organized, because this is what people don't understand about colonization of the Americas. They think that basically the Spaniards and the British and the Portuguese and the French and pretty much everyone, all of the countries that participated, they think they basically came and just exterminated everyone. No, it's not like that. Imagine that you are on a boat for a lot of days, crossing the Atlantic, the most ferocious ocean in the on the planet. You arrive at a coast with hunger and everything, not knowing where the fuck you arrived to. They called it the New World, so imagine. They didn't know in what fucking dimension they were. And they everyone I love how everyone romanticizes this. No, this is what happened, people. I have done this rehearsal several times, this dramatization several times, so people fucking understand how it is. Imagine that I am the Spanish colonizer back in 1493, that I am Columbus, and etc. We are getting out of the boats. We are getting on the shores of Central America, not here where I am, Central America. I'm getting on the shores, and Bogan, you know, the Bogan, the the thing that the original that the native tribes used. Bogan, a dart, men down, prepare the bayonet. Who say that Yusa was stolen from the tribe? Well, that is shit. It's I'll do you the dramatization, Patrick, the rehearsal, just so you see. So the British colonizers in that case, the British colonizers are getting out of their boats. They are in North America, in the zone of New York, and etc. And I'm getting down from the boat. Bogan, men down, prepare the bayonets. That's pretty much what happened, people. They had 1 fucking second to react as they were getting fucking killed. Well, in North America, worse. The tribes were even more aggressive than here. In all of them, well, what do you think about the liberals who say that the USA was stolen from the tribes? Well, I would recommend them to understand that that Bronze Age tribes, you cannot steal anything from them for the simple reason that they didn't have any society. They were brutally savage. That was pretty much it. It's just as I told you, people. It's just as I told you, people. Bogan, prepare the bayonets. That's pretty much what happened. It's pretty much what happened. See, you can't steal something that doesn't exist. Indeed, all of the colonizations of Europe during that period were non-claimed land legally. First. And second, see, it is realistic what I'm telling you. What they are telling you that the native tribes were this romantic idea that the native tribes were there doing who the fuck knows what, and they were pacifists. It's ridiculous. See, it doesn't make sense. They were in the Bronze Age, and they were in the Bronze Age. Fuck. They were in the Bronze Age, and supposedly they were civilized enough as to not directly attack the the colonizers that arrived originally. It's ridiculous. See, it's a childish idea. See, what I'm telling you at least makes sense of it not being childish. The people getting out of the boats. Bogan, men down, prepare the bayonets. That's pretty much what happened. What else can you think that it happened? See that it makes sense. It makes fucking sense, at least, what I tell you. That it's feasible, possible, realistic. The story that they say is actually called the Rose Legend. That the native tribes were innocent and etc. They did, as I told Pillow the other day, they did human sacrifices, especially women and children. They would open their chests and offer the hearts of people to the god Quetzalcoatl there in Central America, in Mexico, and etc. In our case, fortunately, Argentina was depopulated, so in our case here there was nothing. There were very small tribes that immediately the original Washington dealt with them. Fortunately, it was much more organized. They didn't get to do the so many human sacrifices and shit. So pretty much saying that the US or Argentina for that matter, because it's the same story. Because as I told you, the United States and Argentina and Canada, the three of us had the same British colonization method. In Central America, it was the Spanish method of mixing with the locals. Here, it was depopulated. We had like the game on easy mode. It was on easy mode because it was depopulated. The tribes were brutally small compared to Mexico. So, for us, it was a simple task. Not for us. I was in Italy there technically. My ancestors were in fucking Italy in 1493. It wouldn't be up until fucking 80 years ago in World War II that they would come here. So see the ignorance of people that they don't understand those basic differences. Argentines are more European than anyone else outside of Europe because of this, because our migration is brutally recent in that sense. And since the country was depopulated, like, it's all we know about in that sense. Regarding stealing, the concept of stealing anything from them, the concept of stealing anything from them is ridiculous because they were back in that day they were unclaimed lands. And besides, if we are talking about stealing people, if we are talking about stealing, then what do we do about all of the battles between the Spanish Empire, the British, the French, and the Dutch and the Portuguese for the Americas? Like everyone stole from each other. In the middle of a war, somehow the property was from the native tribes. Well, as five world powers by that era all killed each other at sea and land. See, it makes no sense in the middle of a war to say of 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 a, of a, of a, of a whole age of discovery to to say that all five are stealing between each other. What's the idea then? What if European people who live in Alaska alone or with a family and their life is all about surviving? Well, Alaska has a high crime rate, Patrick. So while it is, some zones are beautiful, like the zone of Juneau, because uh, those ports have like have like this, like the fog descending on them and etc. While geographically the zone is beautiful, the zone is, there are some zones, Juneau, for example, Google Juneau, like this. I think it was like this, like that port, like that port city. They are beautiful, but they have a high crime rate because of how difficult it is to get things to it. A friend from the US told me precisely. It has a high crime rate. It has a high crime rate, sadly, uh, because of this. Because it's not possible to reach it easily. It's not possible to reach it easily. So it has those things. I don't know why you say surviving, because they still have some supermarkets and etc. Like, you need to get deep inside the forests of Alaska to do that shit. In that sense, I think it's no way to live in the modern world. Locate the allies. 7.
Only dead men fight fair.
Good. Good, we completed the balance there. So their life is all about the that is crazy. I think they are missing the point of deployable turrets. What's that? Ah, I got deployable portable missile turret. At your location to aid you in combat. The turret lasts 30 seconds and deals high amount of damage with its attacks. Alright, we may need that shit. So all about turret, like they go to a fuck in the middle of they go to a cabin in the middle of the forest. They somehow drag their family who accepts this shit, and they, I don't know, they what, they chop trees and don't depend on anything from civilization.
Finally, I was getting bored. And when I get
That's
bored,
crazy.
prisoners start losing limbs.
It doesn't matter what happens to me, Commander. Just take her down.
Let me speak to Father.
I heard an argument which was pretty childish, but they living with the family every day without any work just to survive together. It's like a fairy tale. Patrick, this is the equivalent of the story of the gorilla. This is the fucking equivalent of the story of the fucking gorilla. Patrick. This is like the story of the fucking gorilla. They still have to pay. They don't pay taxes. They do that to not pay taxes or rent. That is the point. Why they say that shit. Like a fairy tale. Yeah, how about trying to enjoy the advancements of society in the last 2,000 years? I don't. Well, no, in the last 100 years, let's say, going to a fucking watching a fucking movie. They don't have fucking TV, I presume. Watching cable TV, the internet. I don't know. Common sense. I don't know if common sense exists anymore. Like, yeah, I would bring back parliamentary monarchy for a lot of countries, but it has nothing to do with that shit. That shit is trying to become a fucking animal. It's trying to become the fucking gorilla once again, in that sense. And if you do it as a farmer because you have to stay close to the crops for your job and etc., oh well, it's respectable. We should be thankful for that man, that he's doing a service to society. But this gorilla in this case is not trying to do any service to society. He's like trying to prove that he can live in the middle of a fucking forest, torturing his family with no fucking purpose. Like like the intention of the individual in this case is merging with the jungle, internally admitting that he's behaving like a fucking animal. So yeah.
Release Torium, and I'll see what I can do.
You actually care for the life of this crawling worm? Pathetic. What did Father ever see in you? Did he really think you could steal my throne?
You are not worthy of the throne. You are not fit to rule the Eternal Empire.
I'm more deserving than your new puppet. He can't even protect his own people.
Now I'm going to make you suffer before you die.
Indeed.
Funny. I was just thinking the same thing. It must be Father's influence.
She won't stop until all your allies lie dead at her feet. You know what you must do.
Even Valkorion is too scared to face me now that my chains are broken.
We aren't afraid.
Enough blood has been spilled. This has to stop.
Do you have any last words before I end this pitiful family reunion?
Ooh. I got enough of her shit.
I'm done talking.
Okay. Deployable turret, deployable missile turret. Hey, where's my comp? Here. Ah, you also have to deal with all of that shit. Okay, no worries. Let me think about the best strategy, people. This will be a complex encounter. I'll leave this here. Like that. She's immune to stuns. Force instability attacks again. Increase instability of her. Okay, so force instability. Okay. She's immune to knockdown, so Arcan. Okay. How do I deploy? I'll deploy the missile turret if needed. It would be shit. Reckless. We'll do that.
Time to die, father.
All right, that worked well for now.
Increasing combat efficiency.
That'll work well for the time being. Where's Arcan's powers? Break the line of sight.
Save you now.
I don't think this is the final encounter.
For a puppet, you fight well.
Fuck.
For a puppet, you fight well.
You're going to only repeat that? Okay, that's a lot of health. But she has a weakness, she's quite slow. Damn it, I think I lost Arcan there. Let me prepare the terrain here.
Increasing combat efficiency.
My full power has been unleashed.
Force overload? What? I presume this is the range?
For a puppet, you fight well.
Damn it. Fuck that shit. I didn't expect a knockdown like that. Stupid knockdown there. That stupid knockdown took me off guard. That was a huge knock. Okay, and the cronies there respawn. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. No, but it can be done. It can be done. Let me... This is the perfect encounter to switch to madness.
I kill to serve.
Yes, indeed. It's the perfect encounter to switch to madness. Okay.
Time to die, father.
That's it. 1, 2, and that's it.
Once you fall, Odessin will burn.
Fuck. They killed my comp and Arcan pretty fast. No worries. No worries. I don't think so. And now the damage over time will take care of them. Okay, now I don't need heals because this build heals on its own. What the?
has been unleashed.
Oh, that's it. Stay right there. And like this, the damage over time will do the rest. Now I just need to stay out of range.
For a puppet, you fight well.
That one, the forced blast.
Odessin will burn.
I just need to keep my distance. Do the exact opposite of this shit.
For a puppet, you fight well.
Is it me or she's getting faster?
For a puppet.
Ah no, she's directly jumping on me. Damn it. There, now is my chance. Let's recover health. I recover health as I deal damage. What? I was out of that range.
You fight well.
Did I interrupt that?
For a puppet, you fight well.
I interrupted that shit, people. What's wrong with this? I interrupted that shit.
I am at your command.
What's this? I fucking interrupted that shit. Okay, let me repair my gear.
Welcome to our market, potential customer. Thank you for your patronage.
Oof. I can do it with lightning.
Body count rising.
I can do it with lightning. Let me leave this here. I just need to make sure that Arkan doesn't fucking die.
Time to die, father.
That's it. Come with me. Come to me, right here. That's it. What, an Arkan disappeared? What kind of shit is this?
Father's words can't save you now.
Alright, yeah, I don't think Arkan is presumed to survive more than that. I don't think he's expected to survive more than that. Oh, I don't think so. You're not killing the comp. That one is uninterruptible. Alright, and there Arkan is not meant to survive.
You fight well.
Yeah, Arkan is not meant to survive that shit.
Once you fall, Odessin will.
What? It's a one-hit kill then. That's almost a one-hit kill. I may need madness then. Almost there. I don't think so. Why is it being reflected? Maybe I need to stay
Power has been unleashed.
close to... What? Yep, that got through the wall. Got enough of this.
Best not moving yet.
That's it. Now give me some force here.
For a puppet, you fight well.
Unity will give me
For a
50%
puppet, you fight
damage
well.
reduction.
Once you fall,
Shit. Shit.
Odessin will burn.
Shit. They made her quite OP, people.
For a puppet,
Shit.
you fight well.
Stupid jumps.
My full power has been unleashed.
Shit.
For a
Increasing
puppet,
combat efficiency.
you fight well.
What? Stun? Can move? Stun. Can move. What the fuck is this shit? I've got a question, so you can repeat yourselves because I want to make sure. Why is a book much more efficient and useful than AI or any social media sites? Okay. I will need single target madness for this shit.
Charged.
I'll need single target madness, I presume, to consistently deal damage to her. Though I don't know how I was exactly supposed to stop that final. We'll have to figure out how I was supposed to stop that final that final stun there that she did. Useless. For this one, damage reduction and periodic damage increases that. I won't have time for anything else anyways. I don't know, because maybe no. Let us do a area of effect to consistently. Let us do area of effect there to consistently deal with her. Done. This should be enough. So why is it? The question is, Patrick, why is a book more efficient and useful than reading from fucking artificial intelligence or social media sites? And the answer is quite easy, because of the quality of the source. Because people who wrote books were originally people who potentially lived through the situation. They potentially lived through the situation, Patrick. Like, for example, books about World War II or etc. It's the very same prisoners or whatever. Like in the case of Zygmunt Bauman, they are in Poland from World War II. While artificial intelligence is basically an algorithm that just loops over what it can find over at Google, basically. Also influenced by the shit that it is fed by the liberals in a lot of cases as well. You could see that it spoke against Trump during the election. There are videos of people asking it if Biden was good and Trump was bad, and the AI saying so. So it cannot compare to the quality of reading a book. The other one, any social media sites, well, we are talking about the. I will cite the figure of the Twitter philosopher. Yes, people. There's nothing worse than a Twitter philosopher. There's nothing worse than a fucking Twitter philosopher. So, illiterates, people who don't read, who haven't read any books in their lives, believe that for quoting one stupid phrase over a Twitter, or two stupid phrases over a Twitter, they comprehensively understand the history of consciousness of humanity. They don't. That takes years, effort, and pain, as I always say, and time. So, I would say that the very prime reason why Twitter philosophers are.
Once you fall, Odessin will burn.
The Twitter philosophers are useless as a source of knowledge is, there you go, is precisely
For a puppet, you fight well.
that they lack the knowledge required to understand the history of consciousness of humanity. That is important. Where's that Archon? Can I pull him here? Okay, there your comps die. What are you meant to do to protect them? What the fuck? Yeah, they are not meant to survive the encounter. Let me analyze the encounter a bit before I proceed to another thing. So that, Patrick, you need to understand the history of consciousness of humanity for you to comprehensively talk about those topics. And I see people over on Twitter talking about such topics when they clearly haven't spent the time required. They haven't spent the time required to understand what they are talking about. So yeah, it's because of that. It's because one needs to understand the history of consciousness of humanity, and quoting one phrase over at Twitter will not help to do so. In that sense. That is why, in the case of AI, well, it's directly fed. You are limited by whatever the whatever it was fed by the technocrat that created it. In the case of what you are mentioning to me, just social media, the Twitter philosophers, as I call them, they are directly illiterates. So the machine, the AI, is directly a loop. The other one is an illiterate. And in the case of a book, is directly the person who probably lived through it. In that case, who saw the situation. First-hand, direct experience. So we're trying to compare second-hand experience to first-hand experience. Right? So because of that, it could happen that a first-hand experience is wrong. It could happen. But not all of the books. One book could be wrong, even if it is first-hand experience. Or if it's second-hand experience even. Can also be the case. But not all of them. On average, if we are talking on average. Yeah, and regarding social media, as I told you, they are mostly illiterates. Do you want proof of it? If they weren't, you wouldn't have been so surprised when you discovered my stream of the things we talk about. They should have been normal. They should have been standard for you. You would have said, ah, yeah, realism versus relativism. Yeah, right. Twitter philosophers taught me that, so no worries. No worries, no worries. We can. You don't need to explain anything because, yeah, I've already seen all of that, and it wasn't the case. And it wasn't the case. So, yeah, pretty much that. There you have the empirical evidence. You would have known about all of the things that I talk. It wouldn't have surprised you in a lot of cases. Hey, thanks from the bottom of my heart to Sindel DLC Mythic. Thank you from the bottom of my heart if you are watching the stream. Yes, I debate about philosophy and those things as I play Star Wars The Republic. I also play offline in case you've seen me in War Zones. Yes, I am Eraser, the real one. The real one. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I generally do PvP, but here I'm doing Master Mode. I've returned to the game after 10 years. And I also debate philosophy with my viewers and about the universe and etc. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Damn it, the name is difficult. Sindel C. Emithic. I think I pronounced it as well as I could. Sorry if I butchered it a bit. There, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm about to finish Master Mode. Here, once I figure out this fight. Well, I think there's one more chapter, chapter 9. I don't know. I just returned to the game after 10 years, so I have no freaking idea about it. So yeah, pretty much. I won't start Heroic Moment now. We'll do a delayed one. So because I can deal with them with my death field. Hang on, I have a strategy.
Time to die.
I have a strategy, people. Damn. Yeah, that didn't work correctly.
You're already dead. Just lie down.
Good. Good. Didn't have to use a heroic moment. I should have used Arcan's attack, though. At least to stop them. A bit sloppy without...
Save you now.
Ah, look at that. She also stuns the other guys. Damn it.
You fight well. My
Ah, yeah,
power
Arcan's
has been
attack
unleashed.
stuns her. Look at that. I mean, I cannot stop that one. My cooldown. You believe in talent? Did you say Patrick? Of course I believe in talent. What do you mean by talent? Like the talent that a person can have doing something that others can't. Maybe if I heal Arcan?
Puppet. You fight well.
No, he's dead. Dang it.
My full power has been unleashed.
Yeah, I don't think so. Passive. Come here. Let's change this strategy. Passive, come over here. Come over here and heal me. And heal me. Let's change the strategy a bit. Oh boy. Can I pull you? Come here. Can I stun her? No. No. I cannot interrupt or stun her. There we go. HK survived. Good. We verified the theory.
You fight well.
Hang on, Patrick. I see the messages. It's just that I want to finally kill her.
You fight well. Once you fall, Odessa
Good.
will burn.
I don't think so. A good placed phase walk is quite lethal, as you can see, people. And now I have heroic moment. I have this portable turret, I guess. Oh, damn it. Shit, I need to get out of the blast radius. Shit, she killed the comp.
For a puppet.
I didn't have
Fight
pull.
well.
I didn't have pull. The turret did its job, I guess.
My full power has been unleashed.
Nothing has been unleashed. I have that steam. I don't think so. This time you are dying. Darn it. If I need to prolong the fight. I need to prolong the fight. Hang on. Hang on. Come on. I'm in range. Good. Yes. Yes, people.
This isn't over. Even now, my daughter is a threat.
I concur.
Oh, Father, you know me so well.
Dreadmaster wins. Hey, nice effect they added there.
I have no more power over Vaylin. Only you are strong enough to stop this.
I already did? Or is there a phase 2?
The eternal throne is mine!
I also don't want the fucking throne. But this girl is dying. But regarding that, I don't give a shit about that. I want to reinstate the Empire if it's for me.
This isn't about the throne. It's about stopping you.
If it were for me, people, I would reinstate the Dreadmasters as the Dark Council in replacement for the Emperor.
The entire fleet just turned tail and ran. The whole fleet.
What?
Enemy
But there's one more chapter.
They're surrendering by the thousands. My sister's rage was the only thing giving her troops the will to fight.
Then it's over. We won.
We won.
There's one more chapter, though. That wasn't that hard. That wasn't that hard, people. Now I read the questions, Patrick, eh? Sorry, Dad. So, the question was about the books being more efficient. There I replied to first-hand experience versus second-hand experience with the Twitter philosophers and etc. Do you believe in talent? And when I ask you, you born just the way you become perfect in anything? No, I believe, as I told you, that good things in life, all good things in life, require pain, pain, effort, and time. Those three things are unavoidable. Pain, effort, and time. Unavoidable, regardless of how much intellectual coefficient you are born with. Doesn't matter. Of course, it can help you, but why pain, says District? Easy, because love implies a bit of pain, District, because you are sharing the pain of another person, of your relatives, of your parents, of your beloved spouse or husband, of your brothers, of your siblings, and in the share of that pain, that's why I include it. The lab with that with all of those important individuals in life implies the pain. And the effort, which is the inner will to accept that you share the pain of other human beings, to share the burden of life. See that it makes sense. And time, because no meaningful project can be done in one day. Can be done in one day. But pain is definitely required. Integral part of sharing the burden of life, of existence itself, to be more precise. Sharing the burden of knowing that we cannot comprehend the universe we are in completely. So, because of that, we share that constant pain of not knowing if we are in a fucking simulation or if everything is a result of randomness. So, that pain of uncertainty brings pain. We are in a simulation, says teacher. I don't know. 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 You cannot say it for certain, District. So that uncertainty, and I cannot say no for certain, so that common uncertainty is sharing the burden of life. So yes, you are born just the way you become perfect in a thing. You can have natural tendencies, Patrick, but as I told you, those three things, all good things in life or all meaningful things in life require time, effort, and pain. And pain is an important part because you share the uncertainty of about the universe with with all of us. We all share it between each other.
He sacrificed himself so our cause could live on.
We will honor his memory, along with everyone who fell defending Odessa.
We need to talk
There's
about
one more chapter,
death.
people.
I felt something when you struck her down, like her life force flowed into you.
I've consumed many spirits over the years. This felt no different.
Maybe you're right. Unlike my father, Vaylin didn't have the power to transfer her spirit from host to host. It's possible. You simply absorbed her strength while her spirit was obliterated. I hope that's all it was.
Do you think the teleportation will be a thing in the future? Like, for example, I can teleport to your door in 1 minute. Okay, I commented that last time when I was talking to Saint that followed the yesterday, precisely about the fact that getting through the speed of light is the main conundrum that humanity has to solve. A district to survive in space. In this case, it would be inside of Earth, what you are mentioning, like you coming here to Argentina to visit me from Romania in 1 minute. It was tried. It was tried, like to decompose. It was like to decompose matter and recompose it somewhere else in 1 minute. I don't think it will be that the solution. I think the solution will be just a super fast train in the in the coming future that will somehow unite Europe first, Europe and the U.S., Ireland and the U.S. Like a bridge similar to the. You know where's the seed of that idea? You have to look at how. I suggest you look at how the engineers designed the tunnel of the English Channel. We would need to have something like that to connect Europe and the Americas in general. First North America, first the United States, and well, from there the rest of South America. In that sense, you mean like teleportation? In the case of teleportation, no, I think that one is much more difficult because that would be better than discovering traveling at the speed of light. It would be faster the teleportation than the speed of light, and the speed of light would already solve the speed of light would already solve surviving in space. So you are asking for beyond the speed of light with the teleportation. Uh, so so yeah, pretty much no. I think it would need to be like a super fast train. There are some already that are like faster than a plane. So in the case that you mean like any of you from Europe coming here to Argentina in some minutes to visit me and tell me, I like your debate series, or I cannot believe someone like you was born in Antarctica by the end of the world, something like that, all isolated from the world. Um, yes, I think it would be a train underwater, and the city is the tunnel that they are doing another one that will connect Denmark with Norway. That is the technique that I think in the future will help them connect Europe and the Americas. That will allow what you are asking for uh, with a different method. You say teleportation. In that case, would be a super fast trains.
If Vaylin was alive, I think I would send her, like Valkorion.
Not if Father is preventing it. I have no proof, but we both know he can't be trusted. Be careful.
Commander,
There's
urgent
one more
distress call coming
chapter.
from Empress Asina.
Drummoncass is under attack. The Eternal Fleet is bombing us from orbit.
Is this a joke?
Dealing with our own crisis, Asina. You're on your own.
This reaches far beyond the borders of the Sith Empire. The Republic is also under attack.
I'm picking up urgent distress signals from Coruscant and the other core worlds.
We know Vaylin didn't order this. The Gemini captains must have gone rogue.
There's more. Emergency calls coming in from Zakul. The Eternal Fleet set up a blockade. They're bombing them into oblivion.
Ah, no. The Eternal Fleet. The Zakul. They're bombing them behind this. Ah, no. The ones that destroy the Empire, no.
None of this affects us. Let the Eternal Fleet wipe out our enemies, then we clean up the mess.
You cannot ignore this. The Eternal Throne sits empty, leaderless. The fleet has reverted to its most primal function, extermination. Unchecked, they will destroy all life in the galaxy. There is only one way to stop them. Claim the Eternal Throne and seize your destiny.
My arse, I want to reinstate the Empire. Like a good monarch. Like a good monarch, I would reinstate the Empire. So it would be that district, the answer. It would be that. Or a council. composed of the Dread Masters, probably. If I had to do something. For me, the Dread Masters were the perfect ones. They were a wise council. You think there will be teleportation? Because remember what we see in the movies, we will see in reality too. And I find teleportation. Good. Chapter 9. The Eternal Throne. So there's one more chapter, people. Would you look at that? I thought it was the end. How they let us get into the throne room? Into the throne room unopposed? Hey, this is a plot twist. The final chapter has no antagonist. Well, maybe the Emperor itself. I don't know. It's the only thing that makes sense. I know that's a dead Theron. This is an illusion. A dead Lana. Everyone is fucking dead. Hey, the final chapter seems good. Maybe the throne is like the ring in the Lord of the Rings that drives people mad. I soloed the Master Mode Kotfe and Master Mode Coated, so imagine if I'm ready, people.
Commander, what's wrong?
Nightmares. So, you think there will be teleportation? Because remember what we see in the movies, we will see it in reality too. And to find how teleportation works, we must find the aliens first. They will have the technology. District, you put a lot of faith in the aliens, District. What if they are... I told you, I think that if we find aliens, they will be less developed than us instead. Why? Because of the relative position of the Earth compare. Yes, there has to be aliens. There has to be. District. I told you what I think about the aliens. I think that if we find them, they will be less developed than us instead. Huh? I think it goes against all of the tropes of science fiction, of modern science fiction, but I think they will be less developed than us. Why? Because of the relative position of the Earth, our solar system, and our galaxy compared to the initial expansion of the big... what the fuck is that? Compared to the initial expansion of the Big Bang, in that sense, we are like a precursor race, if you ask me. So we will actually be more advanced. I tell you why, our planet is not that old. There are much older planets than Earth, and they may have aliens. Okay, but in the case of those planets that are older, they've already gone through the cycle. Of their solar systems that you told me the other day, that precisely I knew that the sun consumes the whole solar system and then explodes. So if they were there, they've already been extinguished, is my theory. And we never meet each other. Patrick, you mentioned yesterday, I think, that people tend to... yeah, true. Well, sorry, District, if I ruin the video or your your faith into the aliens. Don't let my thoughts shake it. In the meantime, I read Patrick's stuff. You mentioned yesterday, I think, that people tend to crave or seek validation at school job. I see that a lot in school. Everyone is searching for validation. Why is that important to most of the teenagers? Because their fucking parents didn't give them enough attention as kids. That one is easy, Patrick. Like I told you the other day, you reflect as a teenager and as an adult, in a lot of cases, if you don't deal with it as you are a teenager, with the stuff that your parents originally inserted into your heart, inside of you when you were a kid. So if you weren't properly treated as a kid, if you didn't get love, and if you didn't get attention, even if you got love, you can get love but not attention. Like your parents can love the child a lot, but then they, because of their work or whatever, they don't spend time with the children, then the child doesn't get attention. If you don't get attention as a kid, then as a teenager, you seek the attention from others that you didn't get as a kid. If you got the attention as kid, and well, I can tell you that in my case I got the as only child, I got the undivided attention of 4 people, my 2 parents and my 2 grandparents. Instead, you tend not to care about those things, which is what you would be asking for the situation to happen. Also, don't forget to announce in Discord when you're gonna take a break so everyone knows. What can the person do against it? He needs to deal with it in a deep introspection as he's a teenager, so it doesn't get to adult life. So it doesn't follow him up to adult life. Most people are unable to do this, and they seek the validation in adult life. They carry it forever, like a fucking curse of not developing psychologically. District, thank you. Also, don't forget to announce in Discord when you're gonna take a break so everyone knows. True, District, true. And one thing that you told me on Tuesday, District, if you ever happen to know how to multi-stream over at YouTube, I would be forever grateful to you, because it's the one challenge I have been unable to solve. To multi-stream at YouTube, because there's a lot of people over at YouTube that watch the videos. But yeah, that is the thing. But then maybe they cannot visit the stream. So if it ever, because I think Streamlabs does not allow me to do so without paying a subscription, and that is ridiculous just for that. So yeah, pretty much. My worst nightmare is waiting for Era's stream and he takes a day off randomly. No. Well, look at this, Patrick. There was one day 2 weeks ago in which I had to go to the dentist to do the yearly tartar removal, and even so, I never know also how to multi-stream. Yeah, well, then it's a challenge for me to handle, because that piece of shit, I never know how to do it alongside YouTube. So I don't have to then upload the VODs over at YouTube as well. My worst nightmare is waiting for Eraser's stream and he takes a day off randomly. No, when I went to the dentist even, there will be no debates for 1 months. No, District, don't ruin his lifeline. I think in 14 days. No, wait. Now we get to it. Yes. Yes, Patrick, I take holidays right before Christmas and up until January 14th, generally 15th, something like that. The very first 2 weeks of January I don't stream. But I will be at Discord. You can chat with me over at Discord all you'd like. It's just the summer holidays in Argentina, in the southern hemisphere. It's right before Christmas and the first 2 weeks of January. So I make it match. District, why do you give him the news like that? Why do you give him the news like that? It's like dropping a bucket of cold water. I think he didn't know that, because you had asked me in one of the streams that yes, I take some days off there. It's the summer holidays here. Pretty much. But don't worry, Patrick. Ask me whatever you'd like. We can debate whatever you'd like over at Discord. That's why we have send me do it over at the main channel, the Great Hall of Analysis. They are over at Discord. You can do that. And District regarding the don't forget to announce in Discord when we're gonna take the break. So everyone, yeah, I need to announce it. I need to announce it like I do every year, and wish you all a good Christmas and holidays. Oh my! No, no, no! Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Not your bad. Patrick, tell me that you are all right. Tell me that you are all right. Eraser is always with you. Eraser is always with. Emir is always with you. That's my real name. Emir Christian is always with you. Patrick, I'm always with you. You are my friend, the same as District, the same as everyone over at Discord. I was a quite solitary person before meeting you all. See if you are not my friends. The same with my SWTOR friends. They know I'm always with them. Then I need to someday in the future I need to visit Europe uh, and see if we can all meet, take something together. It's quite difficult to organize that shit, but if I ever have the means, would be the very first thing. So we can do a tavern. We can do like a tavern. We can go to a cafe and start chatting about metaphysics. We can rent like a 10 spots table there. No, cause that means also no streams, says District. Philosophy gang. No, but the stream would be having me having me 2 feet away, 2 meter, 1 meter away there while we eat something. No, no, why? No, and means no debate. We can debate over at the table of the cafe. District, we can debate over at the table of the cafe.
I think it scares you for a reason.
My only fear is that you will lose sight of our goal.
No, why? We can debate over at the cafe district. We can pick a center location, like in
The eternal throne.
I don't know,
We have sacrificed too much.
fucking Germany. We can choose Germany or Austria. They're the center for all of
I
us.
felt his presence. How
And
can
that's
we
it.
stand it?
I once hosted a menagerie of spirits in my head. Valkorion is similar.
Philosophy gang, true.
Your mental defenses are truly impressive.
Commander, you're needed on the bridge.
Your crew's ready. It's time.
It's more than philosophy what I talk about to you, people. It's not normal philosophy, the one I studied and I debate with you. It's metaphysical philosophy. That's a reason why I repeat the word metaphysical so much. It's metaphysical philosophy. It's because you can do philosophy. You can do philosophy, Patrick, like Aristotle and etc. But this is metaphysical philosophy. Realism gang. We do gang wars against relativism. That one would be accurate. That one would be accurate. Gang war. Like the warriors. Like in the warriors. Right? Patrick did like in the warriors. By the way, people, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. All of Kotfe and Coated soloed master mode. There's only one chapter left. The only 2 chapters that I didn't solo were the ending of this one fight in this one, and one fight in this one. The final bosses of each one of these that I will return to do so. I will return to finish those 2 now that I have everything unlocked to do so, because I didn't have the best gear for the first one, for this one, for Anarchy in Paradise here. I didn't have, I did it with low gear. And then the final one, the Gino Hardan Hunters here, that was completely broken. That one is directly broken. I will try to beat the broken fights, because you could see that if I could deal with the final boss here, and not, let me switch back to lightning, by the way, and not the let me switch back to my normal style there. So I will come back to deal with those 2 once I'm ready, but first I will improve my gear to the maximum. My gear is, I'm not at full power yet. I'm not yet at full power. My augments, as you can see, are of blue quality, so my attacks don't deal maximum damage. I need them at golden quality, And once I do that, I will be able to do so. Realism gang. We do gang wars against relativism. No. Like the warriors, Patrick. Like in the warriors. Like when they start doing the gang war. No, I just share my opinion. Well, sometimes it was in a desert for 4 years. And well, sometimes it's not in a desert. Like in the last year, and in the previous year, because Crowbar and Pekarin and Scarlet Dragoon were here, so it would be unfair to them, even if their work prevents them from visiting every day. It's unfair thing.
There's only one way to stop them. We must seize the throne.
Problem is, those warships are blockading Zakul and bombing the city to rubble.
The fleet will stop at nothing to protect the throne. No ship can break their blockade, not even to flee for safety.
The more carnage, the better. This is the gorilla choice, people.
This ship's fortified with upgrades from Iocath.
I am a polite Sith Lord.
I'll rewrite some juicy
Instead,
across all my fingers.
polite Dreadmaster.
When do we reach Zakul?
Now.
This final chapter is a conundrum because
Shield upgrades are ready for action. It's now or never.
Break that blockade.
there's no clear antagonist yet. Damn that gravestone. This is like the same as in Ender's Game, eh? If you watch the movie and read the book. What the gravestone does, like the chain reaction.
Everyone, to your battle stations.
Interesting question, District. Half-Life. For the Alliance, yeah. I would reinstate a Dark Council if it were for me.
We will join your fight, Commander.
I started this war. Now, I'll help
Yes,
you.
I know. Yeah, I know, yeah. So, question is, have you ever played Half-Life? The Half-Life series? The Valve game. I played Half-Life 1, sorry. I didn't play Half-Life 1. I have the remake, which is Black Mesa, I think it was, to play. I have that one pending. I played Half-Life 2. Unpopular opinion, Crowbar will hate me because he has a tattoo of Half-Life. He loves Half-Life and he loves FPS, but especially Half-Life. I despise Half-Life 2. I played it on hardest difficulty, completed it, and etc. This is one of my most unpopular opinions, District, that you asked for. It's one of my most unpopular opinions. The second I get as to why I think Half-Life 2 is not a good game, even for the context it was developed in. If you are interested in staying and listening as to why, just I ask anyone to not hate me. I think it's a mediocre game, Half-Life 2. Patrick. Hang on, let me finish the cinematic and do it.
Let's take this throne and save your homeworld.
For Zakul.
For the Alliance.
No, for the Empire. That I will reinstate. Now I reply to your question, District, and to Patrick's comment in that order. First, tell me, District, if it surprised you that I think Half-Life 2 is a mediocre game. For the time it was developed in. It probably surprised you a bit. But yes. Why? I'll go in order. Not at all. Okay, okay, interesting. Then that surprised me because everyone loves Half-Life 2. I think it was a mediocre game by the time it was developed. Why? Let us proceed to why, people. District, thank you for listening to my argument because I know it's quite. Then I will save your question, Patrick, once I deal with Districts 1 because it was first. I go in order. So, release date of Half-Life 2. That is the one that is praised so much instead of Half-Life 1. District, if I am not mistaken, is what? Half-Life 2, the release year. You can Google it. I think it's 2004. Could it be? I could be wrong. I don't remember, honestly. 2004? I think it was 2004. The release date of Half-Life 2. 2004, if I'm not mistaken, or 2003. I never played any Half-Life game. Just wanted to see your opinion. Alright, give me the release date, please, over at Google. The release date of Half-Life 2. Because the one that is praised so much is Half-Life 2, not 1. Give me, please, the release date. I remember 2004. Okay, I was right. See, my memory serves me well. Okay. Let us analyze that context. November 14th, almost 2005. Okay, almost 2005. See these people. Then I get to your question, Patrick. How can a patient become only? And some people who say those bad stuff. I don't think I will save the question after Districts 1. So I do it a bit balanced as much as I can. By 2004 District, I think Half-Life 2 is a mediocre game. Why? Because by 2004, Halo 1, but more importantly, the direct competitor and one of the best games of all time, which is Metroid Prime, the first one, and the second one, but the first one above all, had already been released. So why is it that everyone arguments that Half-Life 2 is one of the best games of all time, contrary to Black Mesa? Because Half-Life 2 made a quite good use of physics puzzles and backtracking in some cases. Similar to why people say that the Portal series is so good. However, the level design in those games is absolutely mediocre, run-of-the-mill, compared to the first Metroid Prime, which was released 3 years before, almost 4 years before, if it was November, almost 4 years before, and Metroid Prime is bigger in terms of the map that is interconnected. Half-Life is like one map after the other in a classic level design like Halo 1. It has the abstract complexity and interconnection and the degree of efficiency in the interconnection of the backtracking sequences can never be superior in a game like Half-Life, in which is one map after the other, than in Metroid Prime, in which it's all one map interconnected in between its sections. In Metroid Prime, you don't switch maps. There are no loading screens. It's all connected for you to backtrack. So if I had to attribute the original idea of backtracking, would be to the first Metroid Prime, which I do believe is one of the best games of all time. Even in a top 3, could be. Even in a top, I wouldn't say a top 3 because of the fact that World of Warcraft and some others exist with huge expansive worlds, and Metroid Prime's world has some limitation, but a top 10 for sure. So Metroid Prime did the idea with a higher degree of efficiency, and it was released back in 2001, if I'm not mistaken. So the idea that that a lot of people attribute to Half-Life was much better executed and earlier in Metroid Prime 1 and 2. Second argument. So, once we take that backtracking from Half-Life 2, I don't know about the first one because I haven't played it, about the Black Mesa remake. But once you take that idea, in terms of action, it's an FPS that feels much more similar to Portal in that sense. More about not direct puzzles, but like dealing with isolated sections without that much action. It's not like Call of Duty's style. So, it doesn't have the action that Halo 1, I would attribute it to Halo 1, and then Call of Duty 2 that I played on stream, that I love that game. Everyone always forgets about Call of Duty 2. The game that created a lot of the mechanics that you see nowadays was Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2, not the first one, the second one. It's an amazing game that everyone should play. That's why I played it on stream. Everyone should play Call of Duty 2, the second one, which is actually the third one in the series because the first one had an expansion. So, in terms of action, the pioneers were Halo 1 and Call of Duty 2. We are talking about when 3D engines were already developed. If we are talking about 2D, we have to attribute everything to the original Doom, but you all know that the original Doom and Wolfenstein, that actually came before Doom, the first Wolfenstein, those are the ones to attribute the creation of the genre. But after the genre was created, Wolfenstein and Doom, and also Duke Nukem, maybe later, once we dealt with that, once we made the transition to 3D graphics, the pioneers, I would say, are Halo 1 and Metroid Prime 1. So, the part of backtracking and the complexity of the level design, better executed and earlier by Metroid Prime. And in terms of action, Half-Life 2 doesn't have that much action directly. I would say that Halo 1 executes that perfectly. Halo 1 and 2, that is Halo 2, I think it was also released. No, that one was released after Half-Life. I think there was a huge gap of years. The first one was 2001, but the second one took a bit of... I think it was the same year as Half-Life. I think it was also 2004. Just using my memory. Half-Life... Halo 2 was either 2004 or 2006. So, Halo has much better action than Half-Life 2, and Metroid Prime has much better backtracking. So once you analyze the whole history of gaming in that grand context, Half-Life 2, I played it completely. I thought it was a quite boring and mediocre game in its shooting mechanics. The puzzles weren't as complex as in Metroid Prime. In Metroid Prime, to finish the game, you have to find 12 keys throughout the whole map that you have already unlocked through backtracking, and there the protagonist is truly backtracking. You cannot do that. Half-Life uses the level design of Halo, one map after the other, trying to achieve the backtracking of Metroid Prime, and I think that's a flawed idea. Okay, so that would be the thing why, the whole explanation why I think Half-Life 2 is a mediocre game compared to games that were released even before it. So it doesn't have a lot of innovation in that sense, if you ask me. The physics at PC, well, if you want to attribute it, any innovation would be that the physics system, that it was the birth of the physics system of Bulb, but it pales in comparison to what Metroid Prime and Halo 1 gave to the gaming industry. In that sense, history. I would say that would be the full explanation. I think Half-Life 2 pales in comparison to the influence that Metroid Prime 1 and Halo 1 had on the gaming industry. Let's not even mention Doom and Wolfenstein in that sense. Let's not even mention the fathers of the FPS genre in that sense. We are talking about the second generation, let's say 3D. So yeah, pretty much of FPS games. Getting to your question, Patrick. How can a person overcome hedonism? For those of you who don't know, watching this as a YouTube VOD, here we chat about philosophy a bit. Hedonism is basically the thought, the idea, the theory that the ultimate purpose of human existence is personal pleasure. Like having, I don't know, having sex all day, or I don't know, or hookups all day, things like that. That the ultimate purpose of human existence is personal pleasure. Okay? That is hedonism. So the question, Patrick, is how can a person overcome hedonism? You understand people who say, why would I do hard stuff like reasoning, learning? Life should be enjoyable when I started reading. I thought the same when I was 14. Like, I wouldn't like to come home every day just to suffer again. Of course, human existence by nature seeks happiness and tries to avoid pain. Okay? We seek happiness and avoid pain. It's like that. Okay? Now, the problem is defining. The tricky part is defining all of that. So, in the case of hedonism, it replaces the idea of happiness with pleasure. And it is derived from Nietzsche's idea. Hedonism is a direct consequence of nihilism, if you ask me, Patrick. Nihilism is the absence of purpose in human existence. Human existence serves no purpose. And then people who cannot deal with that replace it with hedonism.
A favorite tactic among the Knights of the Cool.
When I was in charge, the knights had better aim.
Bullseye. Indozal reporting for duty. Full of vigor and raring to serve the Alliance.
Oh, you survived.
That splash shot may have dislocated my shoulder.
Good. Good.
I knew we could count on you. Now give the signal and send the rebels to join the fight.
My pleasure, Outlander. My compatriots borrowed artillery from the local militia. They'll begin raining fire any moment now, I'm sure of it.
Don't stop until the battlefield's littered with my enemies.
A fitting end, to be sure.
He survived from Chapter 6, people.
I must plan for your ascension to the throne. It will be my grandest party yet.
So it would be that, Patrick. I think they use it as a replacement. Now I'll tell you how to do the other part. We are almost at the end, people, huh? What the fuck was this shit? Fuck. Wait. Let me analyze the fight. We've got one walker and two knights. I think this is a trap. I think the knights are more of a threat than the walker, if my instincts and all of the knowledge I've had about the game, about the expansion, serve me well. Patrick, before I begin the fight, how can a person overcome hedonism? Quite difficult. Quite difficult. How can you make a person understand that the ultimate purpose of human existence isn't personal pleasure in a relativist world? It is quite difficult. It is quite difficult. But you can do so. The person needs to understand what I told you, that good things in life require pain, effort, and time. Once again, that is the answer. How can a person overcome hedonism? Generally, when another person shows them how important and how much worth it lab is. Generally, that is the case. The exclusivity of lab can break that, if you ask me. In that sense, I think it's the one thing that can change those things. Okay, that was pretty fast and brutal, but we will push through. Though definitely this is a fight to do with burst. I will not be able to use madness for this fight, as it's so freaking fast that I'll need a lot of burst. Immune to physics and knockdowns, but not to stuns. Go Arcan. Hang on. Damn it! Shit, this is fast. Dang it, people. Do I have enough money for repairs? I don't think so, huh? Let me go back to my stronghold for a sec there. So, it's basically that, Patrick. It's basically that. How can any person overcome hedonism? You understand? People say, why would I do hard stuff like reading, like learning? Life should be enjoyable, because they need to. I think they need to understand that happiness does not equal pleasure. That happiness is a constant state of feeling accomplished. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay, there we go. So basically that. They need to understand that happiness does not equal pleasure. That is a constant state. You can feel pleasure by smoking the candy that we talk about every day and etc. But you won't be a happy individual. Happiness has to do with a continuous state. It has a component of being permanent, of feeling accomplished in life. That your actions were morally correct to the point they make you feel accomplished like that. And that personal pleasure, this would be in a theory, like in a theoretical level, in that sense, in a theory. The person would need to understand that. Generally, people understand that and stop doing hookups and prostitutes and etc. when they precisely feel the exclusivity of the love of another person, generally. Because there they can see that someone is sharing their pain. And when that happens, well, for the first time in their miserable existences, they can feel those things. So you can enjoy sex, candy, porn, but that is not continuous. Indeed, it is not. Indeed, it is not. It is not. Happiness has to do with the continuous state. It's not continuous in that sense. Like, it's something that will happen, you will feel good, and then you won't feel accomplished in life at all. That's the thing. Maybe if I use Arcan's taunt mechanic. Taunt, attack Arcan, that's it. That's one down. Now the Walker. Oh, there we go. Nice. There you have to use him as a tank. So yeah, it's pretty much that. You can enjoy all of those things. By the way, if this trick is still in the stream, if I in a satisfactory, what the fuck? All broken. I cannot see anything. If I satisfactorily replied about Half-Life, what the fuck is this shit? What? What is this shit? So yeah, you can enjoy all of those things, but that will not bring you a continuous feeling of accomplishment, which is the true definition of happiness. You cannot be happy if you are an ignorant, Patrick, and doing all of those things like trying to replace the concept of happiness with them is basically ignorance. And when you are ignorant, you cannot be happy. This romanticized idea that we have nowadays that ignorant people are happy. No, they are not happy. They are not happy. They are delusional. They are tricking themselves that they feel happiness. They don't feel real happiness. There's this idea nowadays, people, that basically idiots are happy and that intelligent people are unhappy. No, it's not that the intelligent people are unhappy. It's that the intelligent people can see things that the illiterate can't. And that's why they are affected by some things that make them unhappy, that give them sadness temporarily. But thanks to their intellect, they can overcome them and then be happy. That is the part of the story that then is not told, while the ignorant person remains like that forever. See the problem? But nowadays it is sold as if the ignorant, is happy, and intelligent people, also people who like to be free thinkers, are also unhappy. So yeah, pretty much. There should be a button to revive Arcan, you know? Oh well. Shit. Shit. By the way, what is your opinion about literature? Like poems, classic literature books? If you are an idiot, you are kinda slave to other people. Like you... Hang on. What? I killed everyone in here. Like, you don't have your opinion, you don't have it, so you're forced to follow the majority. Indeed. That's a very... You see, it's an even better definition than mine. I've put the focus on the idea that it is romanticized nowadays. Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah. And doing all of those things that you are mentioning, well, makes you ignorant by default. So yeah, what's your opinion about literature, like poems, classic books? Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Everyone should read. Everyone should read, Patrick. Everyone should read in a perfect world. So, not all their lives, because there are other activities, but they should read. They are the greatest invention of humanity. Language and writing. They are the greatest inventions of humanity. So that's why I always think it is sad when people express themselves with the tattoos and everything and etc. Because of that, precisely. Because let me just kill that knight there. It's a one-hit kill. Let me see the log. Fuck, yeah, it's almost a one-hit kill. Almost a one-hit kill. So yeah, pretty much. Everyone should read, at least up until 18 years, in a perfect world, because then otherwise, first of all, you have grammar mistakes in the language that you are trying to express yourself forever, then, if you don't read. Shit. And second of all, well... Shit. It's a fucking one-hit kill. This is broken. Okay, no worries, I can deal with it. No worries, I have to use Arcan as a tank. Damn it, there. So yeah, pretty much. And what you said is quite true. If you're an idiot, you are kinda a slave to other people. Like, you don't have your opinions, so you're forced to follow the majority. Perfect definition. Better than mine. Much better than mine, Patrick. Much better than mine, even. Much better than mine. It's like that. It's pretty much like that. Ah, there's the second one. That's why they were killing me so fast. There's the second one. Damn it, that was so lucky he resisted that. I need to kill that thing. That guy fast.
Losing here.
There we go. I had to use Arcan to stun them. Well, he barely survived though. And the healer is dead.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. So yeah, pretty much. About literature, it's absolutely needed. I have shown you. It also, there's another component of literature, like academic literature, Patrick, the one that we discussed about philosophy and everything. It enriches your mind, but the one about books of stories, like something like Red Riding Hood or Snow White or I don't know, Hansel and Gretel, those things. They enrich your imagination, the imagination of kids. The imagination of kids. So it can serve more than the purpose of enriching knowledge about philosophy and metaphysics and etc. So it's fascinating. And I think it's the highest form of expression of humanity. Talking, the word, and writing. Literature.
A disgraced former emperor, and his mother, a knight-turned-traitor. Strike down my family, and you will face no competition for the throne.
One more interruption and I'll give Arkham the throne, just to spite you.
You would not dare. The cool burns. The Republic suffers. And the Sith Empire crumbles. Only you can command the throne and harness the power of the Eternal Fleet.
Yeah, even if the person is a nihilist, absence of purpose in human existence, or a communist, well, with his beautiful poems and or writings, you understand him. Like when you read philosophy, it is indeed it is like that. Indeed, it is like that. Indeed, it is like that. Indeed, it is like that. Like. Indeed, it is like that, Patrick. Indeed, it is like that, Patrick. Even if the person is not bright regarding a lot of ideas or whatever, you can understand his intentions, or his good or bad intentions, through the literature and all of that. Pretty much. So it ensures can you this one is the I had them mixed up. That one is a taunt actually for them to attack him. The center one. I thought it was a barrier. Should have used the other one. Indeed. Well, but you see that even as you are saying, maybe the communist is wrong about everything, but he can write a nice poem there. And well, there's beauty in that. For example, For example, in that sense, pretty much. Damn it. But I used the roar. Maybe he was dead already. Yeah, pretty much is that. Pretty much is that. Is that. Indeed. Indeed. But not only that, it enriches the reader a lot. Like beyond that. It enriches the mind of the reader a lot in that sense. So yeah.
Here. Lend me a hand.
What? Why are they attacking me when I'm telling them to attack Arakan? I don't understand it. I'm using the taunt there. Even if the person is if the person is a nihilist, it's even more difficult. So imagine if it's miraculous, the power of reading. But it's not that. It goes beyond that, Patrick. It's that writing, reading, and talking, the greatest creations of humanity, they ensure that we express ourselves comprehensively, which is why I am so against tattoos, like those things, because in that sense, when we speak through language, through writing and those things, well, that is the key. We are expressing ourselves in the most comprehensive way possible, which is something, yeah, they are quite powerful. I think they are enraged or some shit like that. We can express ourselves in the most comprehensive way possible. And that is important, because I can say something, sorry, I can see something expressed, for example, in a painting, or a tattoo, or the significance of, I don't know, a commercial ad or something like that. But talking and reading something that someone else wrote is more precise, is more accurate in its description than images, right? The word is more precise than images when it is properly used. See? And that's why it's so important. Because words allow us to express ourselves with precision. And when we can express ourselves with precision, for starters, on a painting or a tattoo, you cannot see why. You have to deduce it, and you are on your own. Instead, when someone explains why constantly, like I do here, or in any conversation ever, or you talk to the person and you can have more ideas as to why he's saying something, you rationalize the idea. And when you rationalize the idea, you appropriate it in your mind. That is the thing. And it's completely different than just seeing a painting, seeing a tattoo, or whatever, in that sense. Because of that, because it's more comprehensive in its expression. That is the thing. That is the thing. That is the thing. It's more comprehensive in its expression. Otherwise, if you just see a painting or something, well, you can deduce some things, but you are not sharing the knowledge of the other person like you would do if they talked in a comprehensive way to you. So it would be that the importance in that sense. That would be the importance in that sense. Ah, it cancels my attack if Arcan does that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm way too slow there. They're always spawning at the same Damn it. Arcan died. My bad. Oh damn it. 2 knights. 2 captain knights. This one deals so much damage, I didn't expect this. Yeah, I have Arcan dead. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead, we're fucking dead. Those knights are brutal. Those knights are brutal. Nothing we can do, they have 1-hit kills. So yeah, it would be that. It would be that, Patriot. It would be that. We can express ourselves much more comprehensively, and we can reach why. That is the important part. We can reach why someone thinks like they think, and there we are sharing with the person. Instead, if we are just, you know, looking at a painting or a tattoo, as I was mentioning, well, we are not being told a lot of things in that sense. We don't understand why the person is like he is. Immune to calculated effects that break and damage. Okay, then let's go for this one. This one is the biggest threat. I can do it without heroic moment, I think. Damn! 130, and what's my health? 150, damn it. What on earth? Dang. So yeah, pretty much it would be that. It would be that. It would be that. I think that between my unpopular opinion about Half-Life 2 and this, that everyone loves to do tattoos nowadays, everyone hates me. Go on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mass affliction. What on earth? Ah, 15%. 15%. So close. Maybe I need to kill the other one first. Mass affliction, that's like an operation maneuver that kills all of your group at the same time. Dang it. This one is the one that I can do it. I just need to use Arcan. Arcan is the key. Maybe if I interrupt that shit, maybe that's the shit that is killing me. No, it's this one. It's this one, it's this one, it's this one. It's that one, definitely. My god. My health bar just vanishes. In which way hedonism fails? When does the illusion break and the person meets with reality? Oof. Brutal question, Patrick. Is what I... But I... Beautiful question from me, I know. Yeah, yeah, it's what I told you. I think I gave you a hint at on that one. When the person... Remember that I told you that they reflect why the lack of attention that happened to them as children, right? Well, when they feel the love of a special person, generally their spouses, if they didn't feel it when they were children, or their husbands, in that sense, then there, the component, as I told you, the component of exclusivity, allows the person to understand that if the other person is being exclusive with them, like their parents would have been, precisely, in that sense, like their parents would have been, in an ideal world, well, it breaks the encounter. Shit. It breaks the encounter? I don't know, no, they died. They died right there. I don't know how, but they died. I don't know how. I didn't see it. Maybe they Arcan attacked them or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. So that the component of exclusivity. When they see the exclusivity of the other that the other person has with them, they understand. They start to question themselves. Why is it that this person is like that? When they see, generally, it has to happen to them personally. It would be an even better case if they saw it on other people and reflected upon it, but generally it doesn't happen. Generally, it needs to be a personal experience. So they see that and they start to question, why is it that this person can do that and I can't, like that? And they start to question themselves.
I took my brother's life here, provoked Vaylin's anger, abandoned the people of Zakul.
You're a different man now, free of Valkorion's influence. Don't fall to temptation.
You are right. Claim the throne, Commander. You have earned it.
No, I would demolish it if it were for me. Now I read page, okay? Now we'll finally see the secret behind this throne. I knew it. Well, the fleets are stopped.
The fleet has gone quiet.
You did it, Commander.
Are we still conscious?
Well done.
Ah, I
After
thought...
years of strife, you have become Emperor of Zakul, commander of the fleet, and heir to the eternal throne.
Now I read, eh?
Careful, Valkorion. I have the holocron, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Your relic is useless.
No!
Stop, Father!
I once offered you mercy in this very room, but you refused to bow. Now, you have no choice.
I'm ready for whatever you're...
Bow.
As you command, my Emperor.
You're an exemplary pawn. One I forged into a vessel of supreme power, worthy of preserving my spirit. Now I take your body as my own, and rule once more as the immortal Emperor.
I'm going to enjoy destroying you, Valkorion.
Silence.
Wake up. Wake up. What happened?
Oh. I don't like that it doesn't let you choose not to take the throne, because everything was being threatened.
You're the Alliance commander. Before that, Force Walker and member of the Dark Council. You wear Valkorion's skin, but you're the same person you always were.
There must be a way to regain control and get out of wherever here is.
Valkorion shattered your mind and tossed you into the abyss of your psyche. He thinks you're dead, but you survived by assuming his form. Find the holocron. Save yourself.
Oh, this is interesting. What's this? We play as Valkorion? Oof, all is bagged here. Nice touch what they did here, huh? Nice touch. That it is narrated by your own voice, by the voice of the Sith Inquisitor. And now I read the page again. Hedonistic and egotistic people tend to fake their happiness to people. Indeed. We see it in social media every day. We see it in social media. What are my attacks? Phase teleport. Phase teleport moves you through space to the location of your choice. Does it have a range? Ah, it's the opposite. Force calls on a force storm over the target, dealing high damage to all targets within. Dark Ritual steals the life force from all enemies in a range, healing the caster. Slows the movement speed of the target by 50%, immobilizes weakened standard enemies. Okay. This one also heal. Dark Blast fires blast of dealing internal damage. Phase relocate. Teleports you to a random location. What? Random? Ah, it's like that. Ah, but look at the they have almost no cooldown. So yeah, to reply to the question, hedonistic or egotistic people then tend to fake their happiness to others. Yes, and social media amplifies that. Yes. They try to seek that illusion of happiness that you cannot get if it's not a permanent situation. Like I told you, of continuousness. And this one, so these are just, and this phase jump to a target's location. What about this one? Oh, I don't think I will need to learn anything. Damn, so powerful ones. Can somebody change in a good way without reading? If yes, how? Without reading anything? Oof. I don't think so, eh? I don't think so, Patrick. Because a person would be completely ignorant in that sense. Damn it, this is so cool. You play like Valkorion here. Like VIII actually. Oh, an instant force storm. No, I love it. I love this style that they are doing here. I love this style. It's like the perfect ending of it, huh? I'm loving this part, huh? More than anything. I'm loving this part more than anything. No, I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible to change, to improve ourselves without reading anything. No, it's absolutely impossible. Ah, our health also quadrupled. Okay, this is like feeling what it is like to be the Emperor. to be what it feels like to be vitiate or tenebrae, as he said originally. Brutal. And what about this one? Dealing energy damage, electrocution. I love how they are similar to the Inquisitor's powers. I think it's impossible, Patrick. Why? Because oh, nice touch they added here with everything in slow motion. This chapter is great, huh, people? This chapter is great, huh? It's quite good. Quite good. I think it's impossible. I think it's absolutely impossible. I think it's absolutely impossible. What about this attack? Ah, that attack is fast. It's absolutely impossible, Patrick, because if the person doesn't read anything, how can he improve upon himself? You mean maybe doing exercise and... Hey, nice touch. They put in a lot of effort in this section. Maybe, I don't know, doing exercise to just improve his body, but then his mind is completely... Hey, it assumes the stance of the Marauder, actually, with 2 lightsabers. Of the Sith Marauder is the stance, in that sense. But then it behaves like an Inquisitor. So yeah, pretty much I think it's impossible. I think it's absolutely impossible. Where was that Force Storm? Here? Damn. This is beautiful, people, this song. It's like a dream come true for any player of the game. Ultra powerful attacks. Wow. Pretty well done. This is the ending. Can I walk as him? Yeah, we can walk as him. Look at that. Fast movement, speed increased by 40. Boss immunity. This is what anyone would love to have as a player. This one, the boss immunity. That's what everyone would love to have.
Valkorion has poisoned your mind. Cleanse your
Shit.
corrupted memories or you'll be trapped here forever.
Cleanse the corrupted memories, people. We are getting to the end, huh? Master mode solo. Except for one fight in chapter 2. Has cleanse your corrupted memories or you'll be trapped here forever. What? Maybe you have to just teleport. You have to use your teleport. It's a puzzle. Cleanse your memories to open your inner mindscape. Okay, maybe we have to go back and it's done on purpose. Yeah. Cortex of memory. Ooh, this is beautiful how they did it, huh? The fire is paralyzed, if you see there. It's like... It has like some exits here. Ah. Nice. Would you look at that, people? It's pretty well done, the ending, eh? Amazing effects. How do I cleanse the memory? Here?
I pretended to abandon you on Odessa, but my departure was a ruse. Trapped in your mind, I silently observed how you behaved in my absence. Your strength grew, your vulnerabilities festered.
Mastermind plan, people. Would you look at this? Oh, you have no idea what a pleasure it is to finally reach the end after dying so many times on Master Mode. Doing this crazy idea of doing it solo. It feels so rewarding. A great reward to intelligent. Hi there, Amy. There. Hey, you're going to love the end. You were watching there from the shadows. What a surprise, Amy. Hi. Patrick, chat. She here is one of my great friends from Star Wars: The Republic from the game. I didn't know you were watching there from the shadows, Amy. I don't know. I got killed several times. Several times. I saw you were doing the last chapter. Okay, okay, it's a good one. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the best. It's the best so far. But I think there's still one last boss fight awaiting for me. If I had to say, well, what a surprise. What a surprise. You warmed my heart with such surprise. You didn't tell me if the ops yesterday went well or not. Did it go did it go did it go good? The Dread Palace that you said it was brutal. The raid, yes, the Dread Palace. Yes, was difficult. It was difficult. The Dread Palace was difficult. The Dread Palace. Okay, okay. I know. Don't fret. Don't fret. It will. It's easy compared to Dread Fortress, if you ask me. Like the worst part for me, eh? I am now Dread Master. Shit. Fuck, you got the title. Also the title. Also the title. You did it under 2 hours. You have to do it on Nightmare under 2 hours. I did. I feel good for you. I deeply feel good for you. I just wish I could share the same fate. Thank you. PvEers get the best things, people, as you can see. I worked all my life to look like one, as it was the original Knights of the Old Republic 3. Patrick, I will go to study history. Have a nice night. Have a nice gaming session. Wonderful stream as ever. See you in the next one. Goodbye, Patrick. Goodbye. Thank you for your great company these 2 hours. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hopefully it was enjoyable for you, and I always love our discussions about philosophy and and life. And never fret about all of those things that you comment to me. Never fret about those at all. At all. Never fret about those at all. And as I told you, read all of the books you can and the Catholic University there, and you will see that the gap will close with the classmates, and you'll be able to have a lot of friends like that, and they will love you exactly for what you are. So do not fret. Do not fret. Keep reading, keep enriching the mind. It's the only way to be happy in life. Otherwise, we are empty, like fucking shells. Indeed. Okay. So, Amy, you got Dreadmaster title, the wings and the mask. That that is something that in 10 years I have been unable to do. I do have those, yes. I have only the mask from Dreadtooth, as you know, people. Not all on the same tune, though. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? In 10 years, aiming at the mask and the title. You got the Dreadmaster title for the 2-hour clear. Shit, that one is really, really difficult to do, especially because of Calfea's puzzle section. Council was rough. No, I would still say that Calpheus is the worst. Calpheus is the worst. Because it has an extra phase that I didn't know. I learned when I went to the raid with you and the rest. I think we wiped on Council, and still it was 2 hours. Then the rest of the bosses were first tries. Is the only way, because otherwise the 2 hours don't. Actually, Calphi wasn't that bad. It adds a Nephra, but it wasn't. But it went well. No, it also adds like well, you're the expert here, but it adds the it adds some moving orbs on Nightmare, contrary to Veteran, that chase anyone doing the puzzle parts of it.
I urged you to hide.
Raptus moves so fast in places, never faster than me in a war zone, huh? Never faster than me in a war zone.
You unleashed her spirit and gave me the key to your ruin.
Ah, by the way, I never showed you this. Look at this. This is all fucking soloed. I am right at the end, all master soloed. This should be our next challenge. I have an outbreak, okay, no worries. So basically here the Emperor people was the mind behind all of this all along. Incredible, 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 incredible. Pretty well structured, the final chapter. I'm honestly, if I had to say about the others, the final ones against Vaylin, they become a bit stagnant. They become a bit stagnant, but this one here isn't. This one is like brutally, brutally well done with the powers and everything. I wish we could get these powers in a war zone, pretty much as players. Especially this one for the sorcerer. I would add this one to the sorcerer, and it would be brutal. And it would be brutal. No, yes, yes, the sorcerers deserve it. The sorcerers deserve it, I mean. How can you say they don't deserve it? So I was showing this during the ad break. Look at this. This should be your next challenge. Try to solo all of this. Like I did. The only one that I couldn't solo, it's this one with the Genohardan Hunters and this one. Only these two I couldn't solo them. Only these two I couldn't solo them. Then I will do a compilation. The worst part, that is a stupidly hard chapter. Yes, this one, the final fight, but this one. I have done chapter 2 master mode many times helping others. Yes, this one is broken. This one is broken. But then I could solo the rest of them. Out of all of these, this one may be damn near impossible solo, but I could solo it. This one, chapter 6. This one, you might also have a hard challenge. That doggy that I showed you that I have as a clip, this one is also brutal because you have to protect targets. You have to protect Arkan, and you have to protect another guy that is about to be eaten by a Rancor, basically, and then the doggy. So it has 3 encounters. This one that make it brutal. Today, last time I did this one is relatively easy, and the one I just did, this one, Vaylin was easy. It was easy. I wiped 3-4 times. Her party is my favorite chapter out of all. The 6th one, this one, the 6th one, the Dragon's Maw. That one, the one about the doggy. No, that is the most brutal one. Right after the Hardan Hunters. It's the most difficult on Master Mode. Except for this one. The second most difficult so far. Vaylin, I already did her. I soloed her. I love doing that one. You love that one? I soloed it. I soloed it on Master Mode. It took me 2 streams of 4 hours. It's quite long. Quite long. I soloed her some minutes ago. I soloed her. Master Mode, it was easy. Arcan is much harder here. I don't usually do it on Master Mode though. Not when I am just doing the story with a new tune. But you have to do them on Master Mode. That should be your next challenge. I love that that you have the Dreadmaster title, the mask, the crest, you have the crest, and the wings, and myself like a fucking lone wolf. I said, to hell with it. If I wanna prove I am good at PvE, I will just solo all of this shit on master mode. Like, it's 101, like gorilla mentality, like animal mentality, like that. 100%. 100%. Like, fuck it. Fuck operations, fuck it all. I'm soloing this on master mode then. Okay, people. I love the setting of this chapter. Nice touch. Yeah, it's precisely what she's mentioning. Most people do this on story mode first. Doing it on master mode first try after 10 years of not playing the game is weird. So let's see what they came up with in my absence these 10 years. That one is drooling. Frozen drools. Frozen drooling though. Nice touch what they did here, that you play as Valkorion. As Vitiate. I still call him Vitiate a lot, as it was the original Jedi Knight story. Look at that, people. We get a final epic boss fight.
The Outlander's alive.
Father
Just a sleeping.
But he's fighting back.
What? If the fleet was under control... Oh fuck.
You persist. Impressive.
You are DS and they are still alive. You are... DS, you mean disconnected? Or asleep? DS. Yeah, apparently. Ah, you're dark side and they're still alive. Yes. Oh. Yes. Hang on, because it happened. I did the Knights of the Fallen Empire some months ago. So, the ending of Knights of the Fallen Empire, I was dark side. Like when you are on the ship to attack Arkan and Senya, yes, I chose dark side. But then over at boss, I was pissed. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was actually pissed that the final boss fight. Yeah, and she runs off with him. Yes, you choose dark side, and she still runs off with him. Okay, but then I will be honest with you. I was pissed off with the boss fight. I was pissed off because the boss fight, the final boss fight of Knights of Fallen Empire, took me on master mode first try. I did it at 335 gear on master mode solo. 335 gear rating, master mode solo. It took me 2 whole streams, that is 8 hours of tries. Only the first 4 hours were recorded, I think. No, I think it was all recorded, the whole 8 hours, because in the previous one I have it. And I was so pissed that I wanted everyone dead in that moment. Yeah, I was pissed because of the boss fight psychologically affected me, if I need to be honest with you. But then I chose dark side there, they escaped. My rage subsided as I played other games. Several months happened as it would happen in real life, for the story, and my rage subsided. You're not selling, doing all these master mode solos 8 hours. Oh my fucking god. I'm not selling. It's recorded, fortunately. Yeah, yeah. That C is an accident. Okay, no worries. Yes, and I did it at 335 rating, not 343. I did it at 335 rating with it does not make me want to go out and then do solo. No, no, no. You gotta try it. You gotta try it solo. It's a good challenge. If you use it, you can use the advantage of using an immortal Juggernaut with a good healer. I had to switch to Juggernaut for the final boss fight. For that boss fight that is so fast. There it's 3 minutes in the end, but it took me 8 hours. It took 8 hours of practice and tries. The final boss fight of Arcan there. So then I saved them. Then I saved them as my rage subsided in Knights of the Eternal Throne that I started some 7 streams ago, so 7 weeks ago, something like that. I saved them when they are at boss. If you save them at boss, you can choose dark side at the beginning, as my rage subsided. Indeed, indeed. So it's a mixed run. Some things are dark side. For example, I would bomb Sakul for destroying the Empire because I want a Dread Council. Because I want a Dread Council to rule. I would pick that. And some are light side, pretty much. Pretty much. It does not make me want to go and do them solo. No, why? No. Oh. That's how I do it too. It depends on how I feel at the moment. Amy's light side, so she has them too. So if you kill them, you cannot get the comps. I didn't fucking know. I didn't know. I just followed my heart, as I usually do, in that sense. And my sense of morality.
My head's not a halfway house for immortal sin, but I guess you found that out the hard way.
An oversight I will not repeat.
You can go to Odessen and pick them back up, but in the story they are gone. Okay, okay.
Is now mine to command.
I wonder if it affects the encounters.
I'll chop you into little pieces.
Submit, my child.
If it changes some of the fights, because for example in chapter 6 you have Arcan to fight by your side. Yes, the later stories. Okay. There's only one mystery about all of this shit that I haven't figured out. It does. Okay, then you fight without protecting Arcan. Then I play the most difficult version ever, I think. Because then if Arcan stays alive, if he stays alive, you have to protect him. You get Thera and Lana here in this chapter if Arcan and Senya are gone. Yeah, but in the final boss fight of chapter 6, if you go light side, you have to protect Arcan so he doesn't die. In that sense, that gave me a lot of troubles. I was stuck one whole stream there. So yeah.
I knew you were up to something the second I absorbed Vaylin's spirit.
Yet you still played right into my hands.
I can't remember. Sunny's the only toon dark side that has finished all the chapters.
I have one last surprise for you. Tenebrae.
For example, here I went dark side. I kept the spirit of the father inside of it.
Father. Your mother should have obeyed my orders and drowned you when she had the chance. I ended Mother's suffering long ago.
Family reunion.
Torment is just beginning.
How wonderfully awkward. I'm also Sith pure blood in game. It's just that I never show the face behind the mask. Only one person has seen it so far as I returned.
I almost wish I had more of your deranged family members waiting in the wings.
Enough. I killed you once, Father. Now, my offspring will share the pleasure. Annihilate them.
Now I have to protect him, I presume. Oh, what? We get him as a comp. Okay, but oh shit. Can I? Oh, same boss fight. This is a rehash of the previous boss fight, people. Can I have a heroic moment at least to survive a bit to learn the boss fight? He heals like a champ, though, eh? He heals like a fucking champ. First, I placed a... Can I interrupt her? Ah, right. He heals very well, people. Give me line of sight, please. I feel so naked without a face walk deployed. I should have brought madness for this. It's over. Polarity shift. First try! Oh damn it! It went to an ad. Bad timing. Sorry, Amy. Sorry. 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 You can still.
Tenebrae, join me in death.
Sorry, Amy. Sorry. It's weird because it should be a bigger interval. I need to fix that shit. I need to fix that. It is true. It is true. It is true. It is true. I need to fix that. Sorry. You can watch it. It is all recorded if you look at the channel.
My armor at the cost of his life. And soon you will follow him into oblivion.
It was first try though. I can assure you that. Well, I bet at least you can see my clicker style now. You can see how it is. A lot.
How about we make things interesting?
I need to switch the other frequency and that shit so it does.
Enough! Vanquish the Outlander!
I have a better idea, Father. The Outlander's toy set me free.
I missed the fight with Vaylin. Then I can do a clip. I can do a clip, and you can do the ball, and make a clip for you. I can make a clip for you with the complete sequence. It was first try.
Take the holocron, Arkin.
Let me
The Outlander needs you.
let me do something then. Hang on.
You've proven yourself stronger.
You won though, so that's good. First try. First try. First try. Well, you can see my clicker style if you watch any of the bolts. You can see my clicker style in real time. In real time. If you pay close attention,
I won't let you face him alone.
you'll see how I electrocute people.
Vaylin, strike down the brother who betrayed you. And the
This is poetic that you see how I electrocute people, eh?
Father makes a good point, for once.
When I'm done with you, not even dear old Dad will recognize what's left.
We're so much alike. I should have appreciated that while I was alive.
Such a waste.
Now I see why you locked me away, Father. You knew I'd surpass you. You were afraid. I'm going to enjoy watching you squirm.
You have won over my children. Now you will all be consumed by eternity!
Does he revert back to vitiate? Okay, wait. I'll do something to... so it doesn't happen again. Give me a sec, people. If you give me a sec... I think I can snooze ads for the final boss fight. Hang on, huh? Hang on. I think I can snooze the ads for the final boss fight. I think I can. Hang on. I can snooze them. Welcome erase. Oh yeah. Here it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. I found you. It should be here, advanced settings. High engagement moment. Yeah, but it chooses it on its fucking own. Let me just switch it to maybe with this one. I think it's with this one. Should work. It should work like that. There. Yes. Like that. That way it should have a bigger space. Hopefully it applies to this one and not the next stream. It's almost like I've been on the end of a of that electricity. It's almost been like I've been on the end of that electricity. Well, you can see here. Here, I'll show you. See that my interface? I'll show you the secrets. Anyways, it takes years of practice. See that they are smaller. Amy, have you noticed it? Can you see that they're smaller? That combined with the traveling speed of my mouse, yes, well, that is the key. That's why I can be a fast clicker, on par with a macro or even faster. You will see that I only have an R for the static barrier, which for you it must make no sense. Like, I press R for this. I don't target with tab, I target with E. So everything is right around my fingers on my keyboard. Everything is right around my fingers on my keyboard. So with E, I target there. This is with E. And with Q, the ally, if I need to heal. So I can do it like this with Q. And this with E. So Q and E, I use. And in the case of the bubble on my own, it's the R. But for example, if I wanted to do that, I do this. And I do this. See, it is as fast as macroing. Now, the part of the lightning, since they are smaller, the user interface here is so small that the traveling speed of my pointer is able to match the speed of the macroer. Sadly, you couldn't see the boss fight, but maybe here you will, if he doesn't kill me in one blow because it's master mode. So you will see that I don't even look at my targets in a lot of cases. I don't even look at my targets. But first, what's this? Force Drain drains health from Valkorion, can only use when Valkorion is not transformed. Focus the power of the holocron on the light side of the force. Allows you to attack Valkorion while he's shifting into the light. And okay, it has some mechanics that we need to learn, but you will see. Well, if I don't get burned. You'll see. Oh, he disappeared. Well, there the game died for a sec. Who knows why? Alright, he cannot be interrupted. True. Damn it. He's like a fucking truck. Ah, well. Vaylin was first, right? But this one will not be, people. This one will not be. He is the Emperor. Damn. Vaylin was first, right? But this one won't be. Huh. I need to learn the mechanics here. Alright, that paralyzes him a bit. Ah, you have to wait till that channels. I can interrupt. Wait, he's interruptible. I can give you a hint. No, don't worry, don't worry. I am a masochist. I like dying. Don't worry, don't worry. I want to learn the boss fight. Anyways, with my damage, as long as I survive, that one you have to interrupt it probably. What about I break line of sight here? Ah, there. This. It implodes, and I become... What? What the fuck I become? Internal damage? But I become a marauder. That is not very... that is not explained at all. It's a one-hit kill, as you can see, Master Mode. This is a nice spot. Okay, so when he becomes attuned, it's either the same or the opposite one, like in the Revan boss fight in... I think Madness will be better for this. 79? Like this, we stop. We keep force draining him. Like this. He still hasn't attuned to the light side. Damn it. I didn't activate that shit. Alright, and you're like part of the ritual. Interesting. We are good on damage. Maybe I need to save this shit for when he activates this. Can only be used when he's not transformed. Okay. You probably have to interrupt the ritual. I cannot see him. Where are you? What the? Why did he appear there? Well, there I think he clipped through the stairs. I think directly. I think he clipped through the stairs, huh? Don't worry, people. I still have 40 minutes till I go have dinner. So yeah, pretty much. Poor Amy, I always tell you that I have to go have dinner. But now you can see it in real time. But now you can see it in real time when I say it. Here you have my local time, so the game hasn't crashed though today. It hasn't crashed. Good boss fight, eh? The perfect influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics is pretty well done. Alright, there he's not taking damage, I think. Cannot target him? What? Only when he's not transformed. Maybe he's now transformed or what? Yeah, there, he has to be transformed because I cannot use that thing. What's that? Replaces this turn. Can I attack him? What's this? They are cast. Ah, the abilities are to be casted. And I'm moving. I'm used to moving. I see. Well, see, Amy, I also die a lot here. I do this. I have been doing this the whole year like this, so we can. I share the pain of PvEers here instead. Ah, he didn't move there. I'm using PvP gear, by the way. I'm missing 10% of my damage anyways. Harmful wave. Damn it. Do you have your Arcan buffed to 50? Yes, veteran and master mode chapters can cause a lot of death. I was wondering if that helped in master mode. No, it doesn't help, Amy. Look at this. No, it doesn't help. It scales the difficulty depending on your comp. No. I tried. I tested that thoroughly. If I get out of here and bring a level 50 comp, it will scale the damage accordingly. No. It doesn't solve anything. No. I tried doing so, and it broke some of the chapters. I did it like that, and it broke some of the chapters. The only one that was brutal, regardless of anything, was the one about the Genoharadan hunters. That regardless of what you brought, it's a death. It's the most difficult out of all of them. By now I can say that I played them all, and so no. Another shit. I need to fix that. I need to fix that then. I need to fix that. Hang on. Then I need to fix the I'll need to switch it. See, that's the thing. People don't tell me this because of that. Dashboard here. I think it's that. Let me fix that. This one. Hang on. This one. This one should be. Okay. Let me restart it then. It should remove that. Here we go. Anyways, I don't think I'm killing these today, yeah? So we'll make a cut. There it should be restarted. There it should be restarted. Yeah, Twitch loves me, I guess. With the ads. Twitch loves me. Twitch loves me with the ads. Sorry, Amy. Twitch loves me with the ads. I'm back. I restarted it with them being every 1 hour. It should be. It's the maximum that I can push them. Should be every 1 hour. So yeah, pretty much. It's okay. No worries. I know that they disturb on those things. They like do it right in the middle of a sentence too. Yes. It's when they see that. It's when it's every set amount of minutes when they see that it also happens to Patrick and to District, to other viewers of my channel here. So yeah, pretty much. Twitch loves me because this is the thing. I chat a lot. There are streamers who don't chat a lot, and the ones who chat a lot, who do what is called high engagement, they put the ads there precisely so they interrupt that and people sub to the streamer because they see that there's engagement, that they cause you to. Yeah, I see. Like you can have a lot of streams with lots of people, like here, for example, you're alone, we're alone, but Patrick was previously, and he has told me the same a lot of times. Or District, the same has told me all viewers from my channel. Ah, nice! Nice way to die. Damn it, I breezed through the chapters, and I will be stuck here for some days. I see. It looks like I will be stuck here for some days. I think you'll have some days of watching me being tortured. In that sense. Once I figure out the mechanics, my damage should do the trick. Huh? Huh. So, if I get this straight, I can only activate... His health disappeared there. 30% of it. Now, this is a heavy mechanics-based boss, huh, people? Oh, damn it, I didn't cast my affliction. Project. Force Blast! Damn it. What? What the fuck? What happened there? How did I kill him? I couldn't see shit. Well, then I will rewatch the recording. What happened there? Nice. It was like a blind kill. No, no, not nice, Amy. I don't know how he died. What the?
Nothing will stop me.
It was only one phase, I think, though. He was barely at 70%. I did a last second teleport. Ah, so the curse now works on him.
No, that only works against Vaylin.
You've spent 100 lifetimes putting people in cages. Here's yours.
Impossible!
Kneel, father. Kneel before the dragon of Zakul!
It's over. Let go.
Senya.
They are all being affected now. Yeah, on purpose. They are like joining.
You've turned your back on this family for the last time.
I am the immortal emperor. You cannot defeat me.
The end's almost here. What do you have to say for yourself?
Before I graced you with my presence, you were nothing but motes of filth drowning in the chaos of the void. And you, a lone Sith, bloated with power. I forged you into a being worthy of the eternal throne. Without me, you are nothing.
Oh. Keep telling yourself that is you who are not destroyed the immortal emperor. Interesting. Sorry, people, I like talking. I like talking in cutscenes.
Wrong again, Valkorion. It's you who needed me. Now you're alone, and nothing can save you from the fate you deserve.
I talk back to them too.
When your alliance burns to
Yeah, it makes him richer in the bioware style. But
Valkorion.
Go. Join my brother.
Ha! How does it feel to be erased from the galaxy?
we don't get to see Vitiate. We don't get to see him as Vitiate. I still remember him as Vitiate. It doesn't explain what happened to Darth Mar and Satilshan. Are you continuing the story after this? Yes, I need to continue until I get to... This is the ending. This is it.
You defeated Valkorion. Once and for all.
This is it. That was the final boss. Yes. This was the final boss. You are the Eternal Emperor. I didn't even learn the fucking mechanics. Now you move on to Iokas. Well, that is the thing. I don't know what happens next. I would, yeah, I would stream. I'm going to stream the whatever comes next until I unlock what is the zones that have the data crons, Amy. The zones that have the data crons. I want to get the 2 data crons that I have left. This is the final boss fight. Then, I'm sorry to tell you this, people, Knights of the Fallen Empire is millions of times better than this. Yes, so you need Osusan Onderon. Yes, I need that, and I want to unlock what is called the Interpreter's Retreat so I can finally stop doing dailies for tech fragments. Boss, yes, the Interpreter's Retreat. I don't know how. I need to... Now I am in a void. I don't know what to do since my return in March of this year. Because this is all solo master mode. You always need tech fragments. Yes, yes, yes. I need the tech fragments for a very kind person to craft me the the armor that I need to not be at full, because I'm not at full power. I'll show you my augments because you generally cannot see them when you inspect my tune, if you ever did. Is he truly gone? This is it? That boss fight was shit. Sorry, people. It was terrible. Only 70%, and Vaylin was way too easy. I did it in one stream. Like, that was easy. Heal the galaxy as a peacekeeper, rule the galaxy as an emperor. Shitty option. Maybe the healing pool... Now that, explain me the mechanics. Maybe you run him into a healing pool. The healing pool to stun him, makes it easier to DPS him. Yeah, I think I did. By chance, then I teleported out of range from his attacks. But only 70%, huh? Only 70% he was when it stopped. Damn, you don't get to see his true form. Yeah, I don't know, it was so fast that I didn't see it. I, like, activated my barrier, became immune, and then teleported. It was too fast. If you don't DPS him, 0. It was too fast. I missed it too. Yes, because I teleported. I did it, like, blindly. Without knowing the fucking mechanics. It was too fast. Well, I told you. Did you see my clicker? We had to have been... He had to have been stunned in a healing pool. Yeah, I think he was standing on one. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. The Arcan, if you think this one was funny, the Arcan boss fight was worse. I still don't know. You can see it. I don't know the final stretch. I think I reflected the damage. I did as Juggernaut. I think I reflected the damage because I didn't learn the mechanics as well. I did both of them without fucking learning the mechanics. This one will forever be a mystery though, because I couldn't see it. Rule the galaxy as emperor, heal the galaxy as a peacekeeper. No, I wanted to bombard Sakul and reinstate the Dreadmasters and revive them. I didn't want this stupid throne. I wanted to rebuild the empire, so keep your fucking throne. No, I'm a Dreadmaster, more important. Such a limited choice here.
Today marks the end of the Eternal Empire. The people of Zakul are now free to rule themselves.
See, I wouldn't have allowed this shit.
I will transform the throne into
They
a
bombarded
peaceful
the
fortress,
Empire.
dedicated to helping Zakul recover from a war that nearly destroyed us all.
We faced the full might of the Eternal Fleet, watched cities fall, friends die. We have suffered for the last time.
What? And this one remains as the emperor, as the leader of the Sith Empire.
The Eternal Fleet will now
And the
serve
Dark
as a
Council.
benevolent armada, delivering supplies, transporting refugees, and healing
Ah, there's
the
Satil
damage
Shan.
this war inflicted.
There she is. Okay, so she survived. In the end, that was a plot hole, 100%.
We must now look forward, beyond our homes to the stars that surround us.
So you don't rejoin the Empire?
This will be our new frontier, as we work together to rebuild the galaxy. By trusting in each other, we begin a new era in galactic history.
You never. Now I see. So I never use the light and dark side powers in a charge. I just keep him standing healing pulse. You get that option later. Ah, okay. You get the option to rebuild, to rejoin the Empire later. Okay. Okay. There's also a. I presume I also get the option to recover Purashara. Where's Purashara, Sabros? Where's Purashara? I like her as a comp. Where's Purashara? She never reappeared. You get the chance to get them all back. Even I haven't seen the option to recruit Ashara back. Where would she be? I need to recover Purashara. She was so nice, little and cute. I think she comes back in Ossus. Okay. So I have some things to still deal with, Amy. Then I still have some things to deal with. Okay, so now, this is it. That boss fight is freaking crap. 70% only. I can't believe this.
You're missing the party.
Funny, I thought you passed out on the dance floor.
I got a second wind. Let me guess. You saw the intelligence reports.
The Republic's preparing for war.
And the Sith Empire's not far behind.
The Eternal Alliance is only hours
Ah,
away,
here I have my
and
answer, I
already
think.
sense dark forces massing against us. Uprisings sparking across the galaxy.
We will defeat them.
Tomorrow. Tonight, we celebrate.
Okay, there I have my answer. Then it goes back World of Warcraft style to factions going up against each other. Hey, I got prizes there. There we go. We got. Where the fuck am I? Veteran? No, I did it. Master mode. Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit, look at that. Oh, so many achievements. Fortunately, I'm the only one in the guild right now. Damn, the game loves me. Look at that. All together. Look at this. Whoa, so many achievements in one single second. Okay, look at that. Let us check them out. The Eternal Master. Completed Knights of the Eternal Throne on Master difficulty. And what's the difference between that and this one? You have been given Cardinal coins for the Eternal Master. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Chapter. And the 9th chapter in itself. Let us check it one last time. People, I did it in my return. After 10 years, I did it. All Master mode. Knights of the Fallen Empire at 333 rating, to 337 and 35. No, even lower. I started at 200. I started with level 70 gear. So you have it here. So now I don't know what to do. I soloed it all. The only one that remains a challenge is this one that I need to try to solo the final boss, and this one. These are the only two that I couldn't solo the final boss on master mode. But the rest, it's been a hell of a journey. Is congrats, same. And well, I wouldn't have shared it with anyone else other than you, Amy, for all of the great times that we've shared in the game. You warmed my heart visiting me at the very end of this that took a year. It took a year since March that I returned. How exciting! Yes, 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 yes. It took me a whole year, and now you get this guy as a comp. I'm going to buy. I have a secret weapon. I have a secret weapon. Now that I have money, now that I have money in the game, that uh, I have like close to 600 million with the things that I've sold. Yes, you get him and Senya if you keep them alive. Let me check. I should be back to see my normal comps. Yes, there they are. So Senya, let me see. And now this becomes infinite. You can only deploy 3 for the crew skills, otherwise it would be broken. Okay, yeah, okay. So, you said that then later, did you sacrifice Thorian or Bet? Thorian, I sacrificed. Why? Because I only discovered the Bounty Hunter story this year. You can pick him back up in the base. No, he's dead. He just won't be included in the story. Ah, okay. Okay, so you don't lose the comps for utilities function. Now the question is, where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? Odessa Proving Grounds? Where the fuck am I? Odessa. I'm at Odessa. Odessa Wells. You'll miss some stuff with him on Runuk. No, you can pick them back up in the bedroom on Odessa. Okay. You told me that I can rejoin the Empire. And I can get things back to what things were back when I played the game back in 2015. Something more, without all of this Eternal Throne stuff. There are some scenes with him on Runuk, but if you sacrifice him, he won't be there. Okay. And like these people, Eraser returns to the world to electrocute people in PvP. Pretty much.